All right, y'all. So we back with another one. This is High Time Reviews. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe down bottom. So this is another episode review. This is Sistas Season 4, Episode 7. So listen, first things first. Y'all gotta forgive me for the mishandling of the last Sistas video. I labeled it as Sistas Season 4, Episode 5. It was actually Sistas Season 4, Episode 6. Forgive me. All right. So we're gonna start this episode out. So it pick up right where I left off with Andy on the phone with Gary, and she's walking into her apartment. Now, she walks in and it ain't shit in there. Gary then moved all her shit out, and she don't even know where the shit is at. So she on the phone with the front desk, and she like, listen, how the fuck can y'all just move my shit out and nobody tell me or anything? First of all, how the fuck did y'all do that, right? So they like, well, we just did what the building manager told us to do. So at the end of the day, you now own the penthouse. You don't live on that floor no more, and your stuff is upstairs. So she like, all right, well, where's the building manager? And of course, he just happens to already be on that floor. So she like, all right, well, tell him come to me, to my apartment. So he ends up coming up, and you know, he basically tell her like, ma'am, you got a good deal. The penthouse, it was $3 million, and it's basically paid for in your name, cash and escrow. Like, go. So he basically tell her all she gotta do is sign the paperwork. So it's literally her spot. She just gotta sign on the dotted line. Gary didn't put the shit in her fucking name. So he comes into the apartment and he like, yeah, I mean, do you want to go up and see it? You know, I bought you this penthouse. You said that the car wasn't shit. You feel me? So I figured I had to make another move, another gesture. Gary, I don't even know if you got all this money to be blowing like that, because I could have swore you was jammed up in some type of financial fraud shit like in season 1. I mean, granted, I think you might have got off, so you might be all right, but you was definitely jammed up in some shit. So Gary basically telling her like, listen, I love you, like I'm gonna basically do whatever. So, and I know you like this type of shit. I know you like the gifts. I know you like the surprises. I know you like this kind of stuff. I mean, it's sick. It's so manipulative. But Gary got it. And Andy, honestly, baby, if he got it, he giving it, just take that shit. Especially if you putting all this shit in your name. You done got a Rolls Royce in your name, a penthouse in your name. You're doing all right, man. You doing all right. That's all I'm gonna say about that. So the girls end up showing up and basically kicking Gary the fuck out. And as soon as Gary see him, he know what time it is, because he know they don't fuck with him. So he know what time it is, and they like, Gary, it's time to go. Gary like, you know what, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna bow out gracefully. I ain't gonna fight no fight in here. I'm gonna go ahead and dip. Andy, I'm gonna call you later. Like, sir, don't call her later. Don't. So they looking around and they like, bitch, you told us come over here so we could have this meeting, and where's your shit? You don't even have any shit in here. And she like, well, my stuff is upstairs. And they like, upstairs? And she like, yeah, well, he bought me the penthouse, so I live upstairs now. My shit is up there. Shit is in storage. He got everybody to move my shit while I was gone, and that's where it's at. My shit is upstairs. So they like, they literally having a whole fucking conversation in Andy empty ass fucking house, like, and she just telling them like basically everything that he did, and Karen like, yeah, but you ain't telling about the car. And they like, a car? So then she tell Sabrina and Danny like, oh yeah, by the way, he bought me a Rolls Royce. And they all like, what? And then mind you, like I said, everything is in her name. So she telling them that too. And they like, bitch, all this shit in your name, bitch, you winning. Karen, of course, Karen had to be the party poop. Karen bring up the fact, well, I mean, you gotta remember he was like following us. I mean, granted, he was he was following them. Which I think is crazy, because it's like, Gary, how did you even, like, how long was them people on hold, like, waiting for her to move so that you could follow her? Like, how long? Like, so like I said, mind you, they're all supposed to be there so that Karen can talk to the girls about something, which is 9 times out of 10 her telling them that she's pregnant. She should have been did it. Maybe they could have fucking talked her ass into going to the doctors with her goofy ass. So Sabrina and Danny like, look, I'm not about to keep sitting down here, bitch. You ain't got no drinks down here. You ain't got no food down here. Bitch, we going to go see the penthouse. So Danny and Sabrina go upstairs. And, you know, she like, how do we get in? And she like, bitch, you just take the elevator it opens up to the penthouse. She like, what? Okay. So they jet out and they go see the room, and then Karen and Andy end up having a conversation. Hold on. Andy basically telling Karen how she think the whole shit is crazy that Gary did this. No, you don't. No, you don't. And nor do Karen think that it's crazy, nor do she give a fuck for real. She think you're being fucking goofy. So she's gonna keep giving that. She's gonna listen to you. She's gonna hear what the fuck you gotta say, but she definitely thinks you're goofy. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't keep telling Karen shit. Because Andy, if you're gonna keep doing exactly what you want to do, you need to stop telling Karen, because all Karen is gonna do is try to talk you out of it. If you one of them people where you feel like you gotta learn on your own, that's fine. But stop telling her, because she's gonna try to fight you. So she like, you not staying here. She like, well, you can stay with me tonight. And Andy like, all right, I'll stay with you. And you know, it's like, why do you have to stay at Karen's? Karen wants you to be miserable just like her, bro. Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that with Karen. Like, I promise you. So Andy and Karen basically sitting down there talking at Andy's old apartment, and they like, oh yeah, we not going up there. Yeah, we not gonna go up there. Like, I'm standing on my 2 feet. You feel me? I'm not going up there to the new penthouse. She like, I want my old shit in my old place. Yeah, fucking right. I feel like she's just saying that shit to be nice to Karen, because at the end of the day, she know damn well she want to go up there and see that place just like Danny and whatever the fuck her name is, old girl, the one with the lackluster storyline, Sabrina. Yeah, so she knows she want to go up there. So Karen like, bitch, you fronting, because even I'm intrigued. She like, and it ain't even for me. So Danny and Sabrina on the elevator going up to the penthouse, and they like, ain't this, damn, I gotta get me one of these. Whole time Danny just trying to figure out if she can buy Andy old spot. She like, look, what's up? Like, can I get your old spot on that? And Sabrina end up asking her about Preston and shit, and of course she deflecting. She don't want to talk about Preston and the shit she going through with Preston. So the door's open, and I'm gonna be honest, it's a nice ass fucking penthouse, bro. It's fucking open layout. Fucking, it's already set up. New appliances. Got the big ass fucking Dreamgirls picture of Andy right there on the wall in the bedroom. I said, oh yeah, he did that. I said, what thing you gotta give Gary is Gary ain't taking no shorts. He is not taking no shorts. He's going all the fuck out every fucking time. All the time. So they damn near running through the shit like it's a fucking playground. And it's like you can literally see, like, yeah, you can see straight through the whole place because it's so fucking big and open. Then the fucking closet is humongous. Mind you, like I said, they got the big, I'm talking about, when I say this picture of Andy is like Dreamgirl size, like if you remember that picture that Jamie Foxx had got of Beyonce in the house in Dreamgirls, like that big dumbass, yes, he got her one of them. Bathroom is set up like a fucking perfume store. I'm talking about glass shelving, all types of shit. Infinity countertop, all like, it's just real nice. I ain't even gonna lie. Sabrina and Danny is like, what the fuck? They ain't complete and utter shock, honestly. They is in complete and utter shock. They don't know what the fuck is going on. So they end up making it to the bedroom, and in the bedroom, like, on the bed there's like an iPad or whatever. Sabrina ended up seeing it, I think. And it says something about play me, and Sabrina straight put the bitch back. She like, fuck that. So they end up going back down and telling them like, listen, y'all need to come see this place. Like, it's one thing to know you got it, but it's another thing to go see it. So in the next scene, you got Zach and Fatima, and Fatima is basically, she just showed up at the house or whatever, and I'm guessing it's after work because she still got on the shit from when her and Andy was rapping or whatever. So Zach must be still at the house working on shit. Zach end up telling Fatima about Jake. So Fatima end up telling Zach like, yeah, so Jake worked for Gary. Gary is fucking Andy X, and he like, oh, that Gary's fucking scary Gary. I'm like, yeah, scary Gary, crazy ass. So he like, well, you know, Fatima keep it real with him. Like, she could have played hater for real, but she was like, nah, man, I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like, his businesses is legit. Like, I can't hate on his businesses. So she like, look, if you want to work with him, work with him. Zach, like, I kind of like hanging around these guys. He, like, they giving me good vibes. They teaching me shit. They telling me what, you know, what circles my name is in, whether it be good or bad. Like they putting me deep with shit, which I get because I mean, Meek kind of went through the same shit recently where he felt like certain people was putting him on and other people wasn't. So I guess I get what Zach is saying right here. In the last episode, Karen is pressing Andy to invite Fatima to this whole thing, and Karen ends up asking her like, "Did you call her?" She like, "Call her right now." So mind you, they in Andy's old apartment, and Andy stepped into another room, and Karen like, "Why did you step into another room?" She like, first and foremost, I don't know how she about to respond, and then yeah, you don't need to hear it. She like, that is what it is. Because at the end of the day, it's weird that Karen is asking her to do that. Because honestly, like I said, what you're doing is you're putting Andy and Fatima's friendship at risk to prove to you that she's your friend too. I'm like, bro, come on. So Fatima like, hello, and Andy like, look, Karen want to tell her something, and she wants you to come over. And Fatima like, what? And Andy like, yeah, I know, it sounds crazy. So, mind you, Fatima like, shit, I probably already know what the fuck she want. Andy like, what is it? And of course, Fatima not gonna spill her fucking tea because it's like that ain't her business to be telling. So she know Karen pregnant because Zach told her. But at the end of the day, she not about to tell Andy because if Andy knew, Andy would know. So she like, look, I'm gonna talk to Zach about it and I'm gonna call you back. Mind you, she right there in front of Zach. So Zach like, what? What's wrong? So he like, yeah, so Karen want me to come to Andy's house so that we can have a conversation. And she like, I think I already know what it is. I think she want to tell the girls that she pregnant. Zach like, please, she already told the girls. Fatima like, nah, I didn't get that vibe. Like, I don't got the vibe that she already told them, because if she already told them, she would have already told them. So she ended up asking Zach, like, what do you think I should do? And of course, Zach take that as her asking his permission. Not so much. That's just her asking your opinion on how she should proceed. So Zach pretty much like, no, we're not doing it. He like, all of this we got going on is moving forward. He like, no. And mind you, I just seen her. So he like, I just seen her. And then Fatima thinks to herself, what? So she ended up going blank. I'm talking about blank, stare in the face, like everything. She like, straight just staring a hole through Zach. And he like, hello? And she like, when was she here? I'm like, oh shit, Zach, you probably shouldn't even have said that. Now that bitch know where y'all live. I said, bro, if this your baby, she gonna be a nuisance. Like, she gonna do you dirty repeatedly. So she like, I'll go see what she talking. And I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna show face. I ain't tripping off this girl, because like, she like, you know, they comfortable in their situation, Zach and Fatima. So she don't feel like Karen, it's nothing really Karen can do. I hate to say it, it's nothing Karen can do. Baby, that nigga's gone. You understand? He is gone. Let it go. So right after that, you hear Andy wrapping up the phone call with Fatima. So that's Fatima basically telling her like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna show up. So she like, all right, cool. So then Sabrina and Danny come back, and they look like they just came back from a fucking amusement park. They come down there and they got fucking Hennessy and cups and drinks and all types of shit. So they like, shit, it's lit upstairs. I'm like, bitch, act like it's a whole party up there. Y'all act like it's a whole party up there. It's just a whole nother place with some shit already in there. So she basically ended up convincing them to go up there. And of course, just like them, caught off guard, placed nice as a bitch to them. Karen and Andy can't take. Like, Karen probably thinking in her mind like, damn, I don't want this bitch to take it, but I would definitely take it. So you at the night game, and I think this might be very well the second night game, because the first one was like 2 episodes ago, and that was when Zach initially met Gary, and then the second night game is when I think Aaron and Zach finally have their first initial meeting, because like they've met each other under certain, you know, particular circumstances, i.e. like both of them dealing with Karen, Zach smashing Karen and Aaron catching them, and then Zach running down on Aaron while he was going down on Karen. Like, it's a whole thing. So like they've met, but they've never met. So So basically, they end up all trading out conversations. Like, so Gary like, hold on, wait, you date Fatima? He like, yeah. But then Aaron like, well, I date his ex. So it's like, and then Gary like, well, Andy's my ex, kind of, but I'm still working on it. Like this shit is crazy. So it's like a meeting of the minds at this point. But mind you, Zach and fucking Aaron don't fuck with each other. But they shouldn't even genuinely have a reason not to fuck with each other. But they don't. So Aaron and Zach start throwing jabs at each other during the night game or whatever. Gary ended up pulling up Zach, and he's telling him like, look, just to let you know, yo, your name floating around in the wrong, in the wrong conversations or whatever. He like, I'm hearing your shit getting floated around to the SEC. So like, damn, he like, all right, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna let you know, and we work it out or whatever. So all the while he turned around, he basically like, yeah, I can do that for you, but what I need you to do is ask Fatima, can she help me get back with Andy? Zach like, what? He like, so you're not a real enough nigga to let me know that my name is in some shit unless it's gonna benefit you and you trying to be my homeboy. So I'm like, all right, boom, Zach and caught him red-handed being a shiesty motherfucker. I say, well, Gary's done it, Zach. Look, so Gary, you done fucked that up. So, and he like, nah, man, I'm just saying, like, just see if Fatima can, put a good word in for me. I'm like, bro, if Fatima ain't been put in a good word for you by now, as long as y'all been dealing with each other, she ain't gonna do it, bro. And you don't even need the good word, Gary. Like, the bitch is sprung out over you. Like, why would you need a good word? You're good. You're doing what you're supposed to do. She's just not calling you back in a timely enough fashion so you feel like she not into you. Bro, that ain't necessarily the case. That bitch is definitely on you. She just don't want to look crazy to her homegirls. So all four of them end up walking into the penthouse, and of course Andy is fucking lost for words because she feel like it's something that this is something that she has literally verbally explained to him that she wanted. So in her mind, it's like the whole shit is perfect. So it's like Gary is hitting every fucking nook and cranny in this bitch brain, like, because he know exactly what she like. He know how she is. He's manipulating the shit out of her this way. I said, well, she's done, y'all. She's like, and he remembered that I've always wanted a painting like this for my favorite movie. Is this bitch saying Dreamgirls is her favorite movie? Because what other movie they had that big ass picture in? Because I don't remember. That's the only movie I've seen where they had the big ass Cleopatra style picture in the fucking bedroom. So Karen ain't buying it. Mind you, Karen ain't buying this shit at all, bro. Karen like, look, it's nice and but the nigga crazy. And then what you gonna do? Like, she like, it gotta be some strings with the shit. Like, chill. So after a while, they all just like, fuck it. We gonna celebrate. We gonna embrace this bitch new spot. It is what it is. We already up here. The drinks and shit is up here. This, that, and the third. So Danny start pulling up, and Danny like, look, everybody get their cup ready. They get the Karen. She like, Karen, you want to drink? Karen like, I can't drink. They looking at Karen like, bitch, why? They like, she like, because I'm pregnant. Oh my God. It took us this long to fucking find out this bitch pregnant. Nigga, kill me now. And then Fatima still got to come. Here's the thing. I don't give a fuck. Because that's the end of this review. But guess what? Next episode, it don't even matter because my girl Fatima about to come in, set shit straight, and then that's going to be that. Because you think you got to play her, and bro, she already know. Checkmate. Boom. I'll catch y'all next week.